Hey guys, so I recently discovered or unlocked this design hack or design workflow when building out projects inside of Codex. Now, I wanted to build a simple landing page for some fictional AI startup that helps patients with sleep apnea. And this was the original design that I got, something very, very simple. But then after this whole workflow, I basically got this, right? Custom logo, custom illustrations, nice, neat design. We have different sections. We have these like appear animations. Everything here basically designed by an AI agent with a combination of different skills and MCPs. And this doesn't just work for landing pages. Obviously, you can get some type of product that you've been working on. Like, for example, this is an Electron app that I've built a couple weeks ago to help me annotate different things in my YouTube videos or to blur out, different API keys or stuff like that. We can then get this AI agent to make smart design decisions for us and update these designs to our product. And now in order to get started with this, all you have to do is open up a new chat with a new project inside of Codex. Now this chat can contain an existing project or you can start from scratch. It's up to you. But the first thing that you want to do is you want to open up this previewer, this browser previewer over here, and you want to search for MagicPath AI, and then you want to create a new design. And essentially what this is that it's like a previewer of whatever you're building here. You get this new infinite canvas view. So it's kind of like a Figma for Codex. And what you want to do is you want to connect your agent and you want to copy this command. And then you just want to write install this skill. And then once you do that, you want to restart Codex. And then you just want to say authenticate my MagicPath account. Now, once you're logged in, you can see over here, Project 8. I can open up this panel. It says Project 8. I can then write something like, in a new component in MagicPath, design me a landing page of a SaaS business that provides AI solutions for sleep apnea patients. And as an initial result, we get something like this. We have our logo that was basically generated, classic SVG logo with some type of random name. We have our nav bar, we have our hero section. In the hero section, we have this like graphic over here on the right side that kind of describes what the app is doing. So we can see patient overview, 12 updates today, AI summary, patient app. But obviously there are a few things that need improvement, I would say. And if we scroll down in this component, we can see that we have only two sections really. We have this like hero section over here and we have this how it works section, but we don't really have a footer. We don't really have an FAQ section or an about us section. And then what I wrote was do the same thing in a new component, but please generate all the images first and then make sure to add these images into the landing page. And what's really impressive about Codex is that it can use GPT image 1.5. It doesn't use a new one, but it uses this one, which is also pretty good. So you don't have to like integrate your own API key. If you did want it to use GPT image 2, you could do that, but you can just ask it to generate an image and it'll use this model, which is still pretty good. And anyways, we get this. We have now a patient with the sleep apnea mask. We have like a preview image of how the interface could look like. We have this image, escalate the right moments. Seems to be like some type of nurse or doctor holding an iPad with the interface. These were the 3 images in total. And eventually my plan was to not use these images because they look too generic, but I just wanted to test out the capabilities to see what Codex would do if I just tell it to generate images for a landing page based on the context that it already knows about this landing page that it generated. Anyways, I've been exploring skills.sh for a while now. They have this really cool find skills skill, and you can basically install this skill into Codex and say like, hey, what are some other skills that we can use to improve our design, to maybe polish our design a bit? And I stumbled upon this skill called Make Interfaces Feel Better by Jacob Crahel. And the skill is based on these core principles. So we have concentric border radius, optical over geometric alignment, shadows over borders. There's about 16 of these core principles, and it's a very, very well documented skill. I'll link this down below for you guys to check out. But I eventually installed this skill inside of Codex, and I said, hey, let's use Make Interfaces Feel Better skill to improve our overall design. And this is the result that we get. And all in all, we get a few more sections added to our site, basically following the core principles that Jacob added to his skill. And if we scroll from the bottom up, as you can see, the design is looking much nicer in terms of the layout. And then I ask Codex to explore some different 3D icons that we can use throughout our site, specifically for the logo and for different icons that we can use for different sections. And this is like a quick little icon set that we got. And this is literally the prompt that I gave it. It's nothing special. I said, I need you to generate an image with transparent background for the logo, and I would like to add custom icons in 3D style to certain sections. These icons must also have no background, obviously. And this was the initial design that we got. So we have our new icon here in the logo, which, to be honest, looks really nice if we zoom in. And then scrolling down, we get a 3D icon here. We get a few over here, which I would say some of these look good. Some of these don't. I think over here would be too much. But for these little cards, it looks nice. Maybe we can replace it with the numbers. And up here as well, we can take these away. And also this color doesn't really match with the screen. And so this was literally the next prompt that I gave it, right? Duplicate and make the colors of the site match the colors of the icons, but please no gradients. And I said no gradients because obviously we have gradients here in the logo. And then after that, this is what we started getting. So now the colors started to match the whole style of the site. We still have these icons, these extra icons everywhere, but those are things that we can easily just take out. And in order to do that, I can literally just go and select the components and then click on this little icon over here called Visual Edits, and then just select this, delete this, go down here, do the same thing with this, delete element. We don't like the number, take it away, go over here, delete element, and then eventually finally asking it to replace those images, those stock images with more types of 3D icon images, but a little bit more sophisticated in terms of how the technology works. And that's when we started getting designs like this. So we have, for example, that little new illustration over here in the hero section. We can scroll down, and now instead of that image on the right, we have this image of the interface on the right. And I can just minimize the width of the screen over here. And as you can see, everything is like mobile responsive as well. If we, for example, think that this is a little bit too, small, we can adjust the width of this specific image, and boom, now it's much larger. And then another thing that I wanted to look at here was how can we use like the Mobbin MCP, which by the way, I made a great video on this. Link is down below. But how can we use this Mobbin MCP to look for other sites and kind of create like other hero sections, maybe different variants of other hero sections based on other sites and combine it with our design style. So again, with the installation, it's pretty easy. Just click on Codex and copy this. And then you want to authorize by copying and pasting this into Codex as well. And so I wrote something like, can you search for 3 inspos for hero section using Mobbin MCP? We get mixed panel, we get visitors, we get wrangle. And these are the different examples of these hero sections. And then for the final step, I basically said, what you need to do is for the following components, these 3, just redesign them to make them match the colors and context in terms of copy and assets of the sleep apnea design, and then run the skill again, make interfaces feel better, just to kind of polish our design. And then as you can see over here on the right side, this is like the equivalent of this first design, matching our sleep apnea AI tools design. This one, the mixed panel one, which I guess is my favorite one because of this nice little gradient in the background. Also, as you can see, analytics that drive decisions. Here it's analytics that keep sleep therapy moving. And then we have this one on the right side, which is basically, again, same type of design direction, but now with the context and the colors of our sleep apnea AI. But you must be thinking like, hey, these are right now in MagicPath. How do I get them to live on my own machine? Or how do I connect this to my own custom domain? How can I launch this? So with the same MagicPath skill, you can basically just copy or give this a unique name. I would say we can call this one like final, and then select this, copy this, and then we can say something like push this from MagicPath to a custom domain. Let's just say like a preview domain using Vercel. And then as you can see, we have our new preview link. I can click on this and we can scroll down and we have our design. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this workflow. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. And like always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.